What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. I want to talk about this Young Dolph situation, and I wanted to not just be the first person to come out with a video, but it was important enough for me to want to do the video right. And I wanted to relate this untimely death to that of African American men who are watching this channel, who are on their way to success, are already successful, and you come from an underserved community, which is what Young Dolph did. He came from an underserved community. Many of you guys come from the St. Louis's of the world, the East St. Louis's, the Clevelands, Cincinnati's, North Richmond, California. You come from Southeast DC, Southwest Philadelphia, East Oakland. The list goes on. When you start to do better for yourself, especially if you're entertainment or athletics, when you have a public, visible profile, all right? It's people notice you, obviously, even when you don't, or when you're not a rapper, people notice you. If you're a medical doctor, if you're a businessman, and your success, word gets around. You might not think people know who you are, but they do. Okay? You're much less likely to be a target if you're just a normal person and you work your way up to, wealth in the traditional way, stocks and things like that. However, if you happen to be, somebody that's more visible, to much is given, much is required. And Young Dolph, who previously had, so many different beefs going on. He had almost lost his life, I believe, in 2017. He even made a song or album about it. Okay, I believe it was called Bulletproof, something like that. And you thought that would have been a wake-up call. But we've seen so many rappers getting gunned down in the cities that they're from as of late. Look at Mo3 in Dallas. Now, what was interesting about him, he was actually in another car. He was in a car that was not visible, so he knew his life was on the line. He was driving in a car that he thought that nobody would know who he is, and then he got killed, right? You have that. You have FBG Duck, who was actually in a great, nice part of Chicago and got gunned coming out of a high-end store. Then you have Young Dolph, who has the only Lamborghini that color in Memphis, getting some cookies, knowing that he has enemies, and then this happens. And then my thoughts were, when I heard about it, why didn't he just move to Atlanta? Everybody's in Atlanta. Lil Durk would be dead in Chicago. King Von got killed in Atlanta, but that was a different reason why. Meek Mill is in Atlanta. Boosie Badass is in Atlanta. Why didn't Young Dolph move to Atlanta? And it comes to, with a lot of these young black men, or rapper black men, we want to talk about the crab in the bucket mentality, and we know that exists. But there's another mentality that exists amongst black men who are doing well, and that is the king of the hill mentality. This is what keeps black men amongst certain cities that they shouldn't be in, or certain areas they shouldn't be in, like Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle got killed in LA in 2019, but I believe the same mentality is there. I'm running shit in the hood. I can move freely from any place in LA that I want to. All these niggas respect me. Which was true to a certain degree, and then he got killed by somebody from his own place. He died right there in the complex that he was running. And that mentality makes a lot of black men feel like they are invincible. But you're never invincible to people who hate you. We could talk about you can't be invincible to crabs in the buckets. You can't be something to lose around people who have nothing to lose. When you're somebody that has something to gain, then you go around folks who have something to gain. See, and I think that in Atlanta, he would have been much more better off because everybody's in Atlanta. it's much easier for people to not be so much of a hater. But when you're in Memphis and you have the only Lamborghini, hey, it feels good to say, hey, I'm the only guy in the town that got this car. When you know you got beef with other people, you know you got problems with other people, but you think that can't nobody touch you, and ain't nobody gonna touch you. And I believe this is why he was on Facebook live streaming to where he was at. So, it was. I don't know if they already had the heat on them, but hey, if you look at the shooters, from what I believe are the shooters, man, these guys really wanted to finish him, and they did. And what I want to tell guys is that it's important as black men, once you get money, once you get on, you gotta put yourself in the positions to be around other people, other places that got money. If you're gonna come home sparingly. You don't need to be in your city, in your hood. If you're gonna be in your hood, why are you gonna be in your truck? I mean, again, I don't know. I guess it's just, in case you see some hoes down the street. I don't know. But Boosie said most rappers get killed in their own hometown, right? Jesus said that. What? No prophet is loved where? In their own hometown. You can't want to be shining amongst crabs in the bucket and then blame the crabs in the bucket for what's going on. Like this guy, and I'm shout out to Young Dolph. I heard he was a really great guy in the community, but he should have had to know, like, hey man, I'm too big to be here. I'm too successful to be amongst these guys. These guys hate me, man. And that's the truth. They do hate you because you're good. But it's that thing like, that 50 Cent, I got shot 9 times and now I'm still here. He had got shot a few times and he made it. It's like the Tupac thing, right? Like, y'all can't really kill me. And then those are the kind of guys that always get killed. And I wanted to say this to the condolences to his family. The guy was doing very well. I didn't really listen to his music like that, but I want to say something. When you're a black man and you're the ticket out, once you die, it stops. Look at Henry Ruggs. He didn't die, but look what he calls his family. Now he's done. When you are the only ticket out for your family, and your family is depending on you to make a way, you have to act like it. You move away. You don't go places. If you want to get cookies and shit like that, you send somebody else down there to get the cookies for you. Even in Africa, man, I'm in Uganda, nobody even know me there for the most part, like that. Hey, if I want some shit delivered, some goddamn cookies or anything, hey, you go get these cookies. Or give me Jumia app and I'll order them. I'm not going down there to get them. And nobody even know me down there. All right? If I'm hungry, I can get a chef. Hey, come cook this food for me, whatever. And you're too successful to be down there dealing with the people. And I hope black men understand that, man. Like, this is not the time to be stunting on or whatever. I don't know what he was doing this whole day, but you can't blame crabs in the barrel if you don't want to be out of the crabs in the barrel. Like, if you can get out of the crabs in the barrel, then don't be over there like, yo, I made it out, nigga, I made it out. Like, it don't make no sense. Get away from those people. Get away from those losers. Because they going to take you down, man. They ain't got nothing to live for. The guys that shot him ain't got nothing to live for. He did. So, guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe at the bell. Check out the next, come print it out. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at all-time high. I'm out.